Hello, my name is Shantel. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is probably sorry. The time the reaction starts is in the description. This is 10502 called The Red Queen. Funny story, I accidentally wrote down the wrong title. I don't know, I'm an idiot. I wrote down Eden, I guess. The Red Queen is Octavia. I'm assuming. It only makes sense. I'm sorry this is so late. It is finals week. I will do my best. Well, finals week, never mind. I'm gonna do better. Two things. When Bellamy said to, oh, I should probably say stuff about Becco. I'll say stuff about Becco in a minute. When Bellamy said Octavia will be the least of our worries, for some reason, I just got this feeling that Octavia would not be the least of their worries. I don't know why. It just popped in my brain. No, I don't have to say anything about Becco. There's no reason for me to. But a lot of you people who are here for the 100 or who are new here don't really know my opinions of this show. And even people who have seen my 100 videos, I didn't mention Becco or anything. I'm just going to say, at this point in my life, I don't have any favorite ships from this show. I just kind of go with the flow. And it's not a big deal to me, but that's kind of how most ships are for me. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is great. Or I'm like, ah, this is shit, but that's more rare. It's usually I like it or I don't give a f. Rarely will I dislike a ship. I just won't care. But anyway, I don't want anyone to think I'm anti-Becco. Honestly, this whole speech doesn't even need to exist, but here it is happening. So I have a friend, and you know what she said to me? She was like, I want Raven to die. She doesn't watch the show anymore. She was like, I want Raven to die. And I was like, what the f, man? Why? And she was like, no, not like that. I mean, I want Raven to die so they'll stop punishing her and putting her through misery. I was like, oh, okay. You know, I can understand where you're coming from. I get it. So that's just, I thought I would share that story. Well, I'm assuming that we're going to see how Octavia handled leading the bunker or whatever, and a little bit of the current day as well. I'm wondering whether or not we'll see the, oh geez, I forgot them. They're not called the Valley people. The new people who came down, they have a name and I forgot it, but I'll remember it soon. I wonder if we'll see any of them this episode or not, and if we'll see Clark or Maddie.
Sweating no say if now has to sing a code and best take rock shower in and him sing it up best.
You know what this reminds me of? I'm not trying to blame the actress. I promise. It's just, it reminds me of when I hear people who don't speak Spanish and who also don't know how to pronounce letters of the Spanish alphabet. When I hear them talk and mispronounce the Spanish words, it's just like, yo, you speak English. And I'm like, I try, okay, I don't speak Spanish. I speak a little Spanish, and I try to pronounce things correctly. I do my best, but that sounds like someone who really does not speak the language. It just sounds so like,
Don't jack trunk cover.
Sounds like the people who tried to imitate Jamaican accents, and they're like, yeah, man.
Oh, what are you? Oh, my
And what punishment does Osleia impose? For stealing blankets? Give them back.
Why does that seem like a foreign concept? I know why. Don't.
Abby, stop. It's sealed from above. If the buildings collapse, then...
No.
Not getting it.
I just don't want her to think Clark is dead. Okay, that was my biggest fear. Yes, this is disappointing to know that you're not getting out. I like how they made that intersect. I'll say it again. I like how they made that intersect.
It belonged to us. You had no right.
That's enough.
People are petty.
And I'm just... She's having a seizure.
Flipper, other side.
Yep. What is this?
Everybody stay calm. We're safe here. They can't get to us. We're taking back what's ours.
Can we talk about this thumbnail though? Ooh.
Stand down now.
We secured the hallway. Everyone's alive.
He said it was just a scratch. We're not taking you to a doctor.
Both doctors on the wrong side of that door. Now come on. I don't have much time left.
I knew it wasn't a scratch when he said it was a scratch. They lie.
That's too much.
No more rationing. We'll just share one. Eric, thank you. Most of our people are okay with this. I can't get anyone to fight back. That's because they're scared.
Jackson, don't do anything stupid.
Nate's out there. I can't just
go. She's here. No. She needs to do this herself. You are one crew, or you're the enemy of one crew. Choose.
You're about to die. Y'all are dead.
You are one crew, or you are the enemy of one crew.
I like this choreography quite much. It's literally soaked in blood.
You are one crew.
Damn. Hello? The walls? Just in terms of like how this scene was choreographed and executed, it's a very good scene.
It's over.
Cooper, don't. No, wait, don't!
It won't be that easy.
There's a lot going on. There is a lot happening in this episode. It's a lot. So like, is Jaha dead?
It's bile. I think he perforated his liver. I need something sharp.
His liver?
I need to get in there now.
Bile is gallbladder, but yes, okay. I'm not a doctor.
Honestly, I'll take care of you.
Wait, is this really happening?
You have my word. I'll take it.
Take me home, Mark. To my wife. Take me to Wells.
Wait, this is serious. Really?
In peace. Leave me to the shore.
What?
And love for you makes days. Until our final journey to the ground.
Oh my god, wow. They really...
Maybe meet again.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. No. Okay. It's been 5 seasons. That was such a big character. It's Jaha.
People await justice. Let's clean you up before.
No.
You'll need clean armor. Leave it. Let them see her like this.
The Red Queen. Why did I get the chills? It must be cold in here.
The blood of our enemies is our armor.
I tried to stop it. I tried. That's why I love you.
This isn't the Ark. And this isn't the ground either. There is no blood must have blood.
Finally.
In Rome, the gladiators had the opportunity to fight for their freedom.
Hello? You're joking. Boy.
Conclave rules. Win the fight. Save your life.
Why did I see this coming? I was like, it's going to be one of our people. And by our people, I mean someone that we've seen through the 4 seasons, not like Sky Crew. That's definitely not what I meant. Boy, that's it. I'm suing. Okay. I'm not completely and 100% sure exactly how I feel about all the happenings within the bunker, but I do know some things I am sure of. Oh, I just thought about the fact that their dead can't leave. I'm assuming they put their dead in an area for the smell. Okay, and so in terms of the bile thing, bile is made in the liver and stored in the gallbladder. So I'm not a doctor. Oh yeah, but what I can say is I'm glad that blood must have blood is making its way out. And by that I mean the metaphorical concept of blood must have blood is that a wrongdoing deserves justice, but the phrase in this show is very literal. It's literally blood must have blood, which is essentially an eye for an eye, which metaphorically both of these phrases are okay, but literally they are not. So I will say that I am not mad that we're moving away from that. I've already mentioned this, but the choreography and the whole setup of the scene where Octavia was like, I think you're for one crew or you're an enemy of one crew. You know, that scene. I think it was well executed. I don't think that I'm going to be getting into the sociology of anything that happened in this episode today. I'll think about it and I will probably have it in the intro comments for next week. Oh, I wonder what Cain did to be punished. Jaha's for real dead though. That is very surprising. I feel like if I didn't have such disbelief in my body that he was dying, and if I had like accepted it sooner, that maybe I would have allowed myself to like get wrapped up in the moment, and because Cain and Abby were crying and everyone was, you know, mournful, then maybe I would have welled up a bit. But mainly I was just in disbelief because it's a character that's been so important to the story, or important enough to the story in the last 4 seasons. It's Jaha. Okay, so one thing, I was under the impression that only the warriors of the Grounders were taught to speak English, but apparently this is not the case. And I didn't just notice this now, but I noticed this a long time ago, so I'm not sure if I'm under the wrong impression or if it's a major continuity error that all of the Grounders just happen to speak English. even though it was said that only the warriors speak English, I believe, by Lincoln. I mean, whatever though. I guess, nope, I can't even say that because these New Valley people, or whoever they're called, the new people from the space, they are going to cause senseless killing. But I was going to say that I was looking forward to going forth in the show knowing that like the clans wouldn't be warring and that everybody wouldn't be killing each other over mess because they can't find a way to reconcile their differences. So it's just, let's kill everybody, you know, let's kill each other. And though, yeah, it makes for good fight scenes or you know, action or gore, it's just a little annoying. The core of it, I mean, that we can't get along. Because I did say this last season, this show, as much as I used to get so irritated at the characters and annoyed, I would always have to remind myself that this is stuff that actual humans would probably do, or these are decisions that actual humans would probably make, because we are that stupid. So, and we can't get along. But at the same time, we're down to like the last 1,000 people on Earth. Can we get it together? Please. But no, this whole storyline is that they're gonna be fighting over the last bit of land that is not abiotic. No one's made well, when I say no one's made babies, I mean none of the main characters have copulated to have children. Which I think it would have been an interesting storyline. I mean, yes, Clark is now technically a mother because she has Maddie, but I mean, to have an infant in these circumstances, I think would have been an interesting storyline. At the same time though, I mentioned this in the season 4 finale of this show, that I was wondering what this dose of radiation of Prime Fire would do to the people, the women more specifically, because radiation can affect fertility. And yeah, they've all been in the bunker, and then the other 8 have been in space, and Clark's the only one, and Maddie too, that have been wandering around. So the radiation hasn't gotten to them technically yet, and by them I mean the people in the bunker. But I'm just wondering what living outside would do, if this show would choose to even explore a storyline like that, where they learned that it was going to be very hard to repopulate because everyone was infertile. Because I don't think it just affects women's fertility either. Okay, well I guess that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. You can check out my channel, my playlists, or my description to see what other shows I watch, what else I do, and subscribe if any of those things interest you. Hope you're having a wonderful existence. I will try to be better next week. And I guess that brings me to bye. Oh, I gotta introduce myself. I'm assuming that this is, well, I'm assuming that we're going to the metaphorical concept of blah. That was not supposed to happen. Run. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is probably, I can't do this. Godforsaken phrase. If the hello, my name is Shantel. There's rarely will I dislike.
We're all dead.
What does my coworker say? Yeah, man. What? No, that's not even right. That sounds too much like. It doesn't sound like at all, but it sounds too much like. Yeah, man. You know, wild. Anyway, I gotta turn my screen recording off. Bye.